Let's break down a handful of underrated Cavs plays you might have missed throughout the season. Let's start this off by highlighting some of the ways Cleveland uses their secret sharpshooter in Sam Merrill. Merrill is a special talent in the sense that he can shoot on the go better than most players in the NBA. He's one of the best off-ball players on the planet, and this makes him a great threat to operate in two-man games with anyone else on the roster. You can use a brick wall like Tristan Thompson to screen and rescreen until Sam gets an ounce of daylight. Or you can have Sam set the screen himself to cause miscommunications. Sam loops around and acts like he's setting a back screen for Dean Wade, causing Gary Trent Jr. to signal for a switch. But Sam slips the screen instead, and it's a dribble handoff on the move for 3 points. The results get even better when you pair Sam as a screener next to someone like Donovan Mitchell, like on this play where two go to the ball and Sam is left wide open. This next play begins with a stagger screen to get the defense in motion. And while the Magic defend the initial action well, Cole Anthony is getting ready to hedge on another screen, but Sam instead slips to the wing for an easy knockdown three-pointer. The Cavs have been getting creative with Merrill all season long. They go with a veer action on this play, where the initial ball screener turns to immediately screen for someone else off of the ball rather than rolling to the hoop. In this case, it will be Jarrett Allen setting the screen for Porter before veering off to screen for Sam. But pay attention to how the Cavs disguise their action in this play. A traditional veer will set up like this, with Allen's screen facing the direction he is going to veer off towards to then deliver on a wide pin down. But on this play, Allen looks like he is getting ready to set the screen away from where the action is actually going to take place. So when Allen flips his pick at the last second, Denver's defense is out of position. And now Allen is facing the correct way to veer off and screen for Sam before the Nuggets even know what's happening. This is the value of a veer action, as Denver looks like they are expecting a traditional pick and roll, and that leaves them on the wrong end of some Merrill mania, and it's all because of Cleveland's clever disguise at the start of the play. More clever play design takes place here, even though it won't result in a bucket. This play sets up like the Cavs are setting a double screen for Okoro, but really it's going to be Sam flying off of the staggered screens, as Okoro and Merrill quickly swap places. Now Doug McDermott is in a full-on chase, and while the Spurs manage to contain the shot, Sam immediately flips the ball back to Mitchell, which flows directly into a pick and roll with Allen. The Spurs actually do a great job of defending all of this until a foul is called as Allen attempts to dive to the rim, but running it back one more time, the play design here was all about getting Mitchell and Allen a half-step advantage behind a layered offensive set. To wrap up this first edition of underrated plays you might have missed, I want to highlight one more thing the Cavs have been doing, this time in late game or late clock situations throughout the season. It's a pretty simple strategy, but the Cavs have managed to punish teams for sending two to the ball and thinking they can ignore everyone else on the backside. Opposing teams will try to force the ball out of Mitchell's hands, so it's an automatic action for the Cavs to have someone flash to the middle while someone else from the corner dives to the basket. Against the Clippers, a trap comes and that leaves LeVert and Allen to play 2-on-1 with a helpless help defender. We see something similar versus the Lakers, with Mobley recognizing the trap and flashing to the middle to put Anthony Davis at a rare disadvantage. And keep note of how Max Strus shakes to the top of the key to force LeBron out of being an additional low-man defender. Strus has been important for this all season long, providing spacing and acting as a release valve here while Garland flashes to the middle and has his pick of either 7-footer to deliver an aerial assault on the rim. This manufactured spacing is how the Cavs have managed to close games with both non-shooting bigs on the floor. Here we see a slightly different approach, with Garland and Allen operating a two-man game, while Mitchell lifts his defender to above the break, and Strus provides spacing in the strong side corner, which leaves Mobley alone in the opposite dunker spot. A quick delivery to Allen on the short roll generates the same 2-on-1 we've been highlighting. and that's a big-to-big lob to extend Cleveland's lead. Lastly, here's the same concept to seal the deal in Indiana, with Garland and Allen working an empty side pick and roll so that Okoro has an entire runway to cut from the opposite corner. Garland draws 2 defenders, hits Allen, and while it isn't Evan Mobley on the receiving end, Okoro manages a great catch and finishes the layup to make it a 2-possession game.
Garland, Allen,
cutting.
Okoro underneath. It's a 4-point lead.
Still play. We gotta go. Let's go.
That's all for this video, but if you want to see more of these underrated plays and dive deeper into the X's and O's of Cavaliers basketball, please drop a comment and leave a like so I know this type of content is something you enjoy. And with that being said, go Cavs!